Hello everybody, welcome back. In this video, I am going to share 5 things I have learned working with artisans. And whilst I do that, I am going to give you the process we went through building our pool. If you're interested, stay tuned. If you're new to my channel, we are building a 4-unit estate in New Dawenya, Ghana. These homes are sold, however, we start our phase 2 in 2025. And so if you're interested, be sure to reach out. Okay, I'll put the website somewhere up here. Okay, so number 1, I have learned that there are 2 types of artisans, okay? The ones who have gone to school and acquired knowledge for what they are currently doing. And number 2, the ones who learned on the job. What I have learned is do not underestimate number 2. Some people are bent on using artisans who have been to school for their trade. Okay, I am here to tell you that there are individuals that have learned on the job that are equally as qualified as the ones who went to school. Let their work speak for them, okay? There are artisans that I've worked with who are, more than family now. They show up whenever needed. They get the job done. And I think to myself, had I not given these individuals an opportunity simply because they had not formally gone to school for their trade, what would have happened? Number 2, some artisans will give you what they believe you need and not necessarily what you want. Be mindful of those, okay? This is why, as I said in my last video, your involvement in the building process is key. If not, you will come home to things that you never asked for, and the artisans will boldly tell you, this is how you should do it. You ask for a blue door and you will get a red door because the artisan thinks that's what you should have. And so be involved. Make sure that if you are living outside the country, you are requesting for videos continuously on the work that is being performed so that you are able to give real life comments as the work is being done. Number 3, there may be artisans who come in and claim they know how to do the job you are looking to get done. However, when you hire them to do the job, they will then go and assign the work to somebody who actually knows how to do the job. Listen, the things that happen in Ghana, it can only be Ghana. But that's what makes us love this country, okay? The free will is just free willing. The problem here is that now you have an artisan working for you that you never quite hired, okay? So you cannot, in the case where the job is not done well, it is hard to hold anybody responsible here because you hired somebody who hired somebody. And so you can't quite hold the person you hired responsible because they truly did not do the job. And you cannot hold the person who did the job responsible because you don't know who that is. Now, the worst part is when they actually take the job and they don't know what they're doing. Now, you are in trouble with this one because you can have the job completed, but the quality of the job becomes the issue. And so this is where my number 4 comes in, which is when you do go in to hire an artisan, make sure that it is a recommendation from another artisan or somebody you know who has personally worked with the individual. This makes things a lot easier for you. It makes things a lot easier for you in the sense that if things are not done as expected, there is somebody to hold accountable. So, for example, if the person you hired was a recommendation from somebody else, when this person goes missing, they vanish literally, you can then go back to the person who recommended them, and somehow they can help you trace this individual, especially if you've paid money and the work is not completed. Okay, this one is a tough one, but there are artisans who will charge you money to buy materials. Let's say you are all about buying high quality materials, right? Well, there are artisans that will go ahead and invoice you for the high quality materials, but then will turn around and buy low quality materials and use this to get the work done for you. In the case where you don't live in Ghana, how do you really validate this? Exactly. In my ebook, I provide tips on what I do to ensure that I am validating items that are being purchased and delivered to the site. And so be sure to grab one of my copies to help you in this journey. So in the beginning, I said I was going to give 5 tips. However, I just thought of one, and because it's important and I love you guys, I got to throw it in there, okay? There are artisans that you will pay that will not show up to do the job. And listen, it is part of the game. What I will advise is just make sure when you make payments, you have a way to support that payment, so that if and when you decide to go after them, you can have the support to make your case. Okay, and that will be it for today's video. I hope you found this information helpful. If you have any questions, be sure to leave me a comment in the comment section. What I will say is, at the end of the day, do not trust that the work is being done. Be involved in the process. Ask the right questions. Involve the right individuals. Even if you live outside the country, make sure you have somebody, a family member, a friend who is showing up to your site and giving you a different perspective, taking pictures from a different angle. Because you know what? If there is a problem that an artisan doesn't want you to know, they will just take the picture from one angle, okay? But when you send somebody in, that's when you get the real pictures. Involve somebody. If you don't trust anybody at all, if you don't know anybody in Ghana, be sure to reach out to the African Legacy. At the end of the day, the fact remains, we work too hard to throw our money away. And a lot of these artisans are, in fact, looking simply to spend your money. And so be wise and make sure that you are not putting money in the wrong hands. And if you watched till the end of this video, be sure to comment. Let me know what you think of the pool, okay? All right, guys, be safe out there. And hey, be kind. Bye.